We decided we were going to just kind of drive out and head to a restaurant. Didn't know where we were going.
Wow, this sounds horribly exciting. It's the date of the century you're putting together here, Rick. We decided we're going to get in the car.
And just drive.
Yeah. At this point, and Heather was kind of navigating. We were going to go to a Mexican restaurant. She decided that we would go to a Mexican restaurant. I actually hate Mexican food, but I just
asked you if it was okay.
I just wanted to get the date started at this point because it was taking a while to get going.
What did you? Wow, Rick, what a dick!
I hate Mexican food.
Mexican food drives me crazy.
Who hates Mexican food? First of all,
people who have IBS.
Oh, that's true.
That's probably the people who hate Mexican food.
True. You can get the soup.
Yeah, you get the soup. That's right. You get the soup, or you can just get like chicken fajitas or something like that. Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
What type of?
You don't have to gut bomb it out.
Yeah, that's. You don't have to go full Taco Bell double triple Bing Bong burrito or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Extra spicy.
Bing Bong burrito. Taco Bell gets worse and worse. I just saw a commercial for them. It's like the triple Bing Bong breakfast burrito. We'll give you the shits for days. Make a run for the border. Make a run for the bathroom. Jesus Christ.
Say, Heather?
I asked him if it was okay, and I said, I know you don't eat meat, but it was the only thing that was really open and happening.
So he's a vegetarian.
Right.
Mexican restaurant's probably not a good place.
Not a good idea, but I wanted to get the thing started.
So you went to this place?
Well, we got lost. And then we decided we're just going to stop at the first restaurant we come to, and as it turns out, we bumped into the Mexican restaurant by chance, and we decided to eat there. We were lost at this point. Heather's navigating.
We weren't lost.
As it turns out, we fell right into the window of the Mexican restaurant. I literally shoved her in the door and told her, I want to get this thing started.
Heather's fault.
Yeah.
I'd made her choose, and then she chose. Yeah. And now we hate
Dude, okay, it's in 2021, it might be a little different, right? But back then, you make the date plans. Don't leave it up to her. Yeah. And
you're making the plan.
If you tell her to make the plans, then you better damn well go where she wants to go. Don't fucking start complaining. Yeah, if you're a vegetarian, that ain't anybody else's problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat the fucking, I don't know, have a cheese dip with some tortillas. I had that for meals many days of my life. Right. Get it together. Rick, you're a cocksucker.
Rick.
Lost.
I didn't know where we were, and I was driving.
I suggested this place before we left my apartment.
So we get there. Somehow. I don't know how we got there.
Okay, so you're at this Mexican restaurant and going through the menu. Thank you.
Going through the drive-thru. Taco Bell. We went to this wonderful Mexican restaurant and it had a bell up on top of it. Delicious burritos. They're filled with Doritos or some kind of chip. It was incredible.
You looking for some vegetarian thing to eat?
We decided during the dinner conversation that we were going to go to a nightclub.
We decided during the dinner conversation we hated each other.
Yeah, exactly.
and we agreed not to see each other until the next date.
Club that she had been to before.
Right.
And she told me that there was a great jazz band there, and we were going to head over there. And I like jazz, and that was great. So we left the restaurant.
All right, now I feel like this is headed in the right direction. Okay, Rick seems a little bit more affable. Yeah, jazzy Jew.
Yeah.
A jazzy do if I do. It's a free-form jazz exploration.
And we headed to the club, which was right across the street from the restaurant. Thank God. So we found it.
Sure.
Well, that's why.
Thank God, because she's a woman and she can't drive.
He's awful.
He's such a dick.
We found it all right. We went to the nightclub. We go up there, and there's no one there. There's no band playing. There are maybe 2 people in the restaurant, drunk. And so the cocktail waitress comes over.
We got the place to ourselves.
Krissy and I would be like, woo! This is the best bar we've ever been to. Yeah. The bartender's no line. The bartender's ours for the night. Who cares about the music? Turn on your iPhone.
And Heather said, I thought the band was playing tonight. And the cocktail waitress said, well, the band never plays on Sunday.
No, because I called and they said they were playing. And so that's why we went, because they're really good band.
You thought they were anyway.
Well, yeah, I called, and then we got there, and they said there was such a slow night that they didn't come that night. But they play almost every night. So, yeah.
Well, almost didn't include this night.
Whoa!
Rick.
Settle down, dude.
God.
You ask the girl to make the plans.
Yeah.
She drives. She's in charge of direction. She's in charge of figuring it out. Now you're being a dick.
You're picky about the food
Yeah.
and the places all of a sudden.
By the way, never in the history of ever has anybody been pissed off about a jazz band not showing up, okay? Led Zeppelin doesn't show up for the reunion tour. People are angry. You show up to the Fish show and you got the Jonas Brothers. I get it. A jazz band, you don't even know the name of a jazz band. Never. A jazz band is an incidental thing that happens to be going on when you show up at a restaurant or a nightclub. It's not like anybody goes, man, I really miss that jazz band. Dizzy Gillespie did not wake up and show up for your fucking blind date, Rick.
So
You're just kind of...
So we sat down, and at this point, we're going to have to talk again. I decided alcohol
We're
was
going
going
to
to
have to talk again. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you sound like you're really not into
it
this
was-
at all, though. I mean, like it's a struggle for you to
Everything we
take.
talked about basically came back to her modeling
You
career.
kept asking me questions about it.
I asked you questions. I also noticed when we were at the restaurant, I noticed on her questionnaire that she was a receptionist at her modeling agency.
Right.
And she quickly denied that. She said, I am not a receptionist. I am the assistant to the agent.
Well, I was started as a receptionist, and I worked my way to her assistant.
Oh, okay.
What a dick.
God, he's awful.
This guy is a cock knocker.
Yeah, he
I mean,
is
come
awful.
on, man. Now you're making fun of where she works? What do you do, Rick?
Yeah.
Never heard it. I've never heard about your gainful employment. You just can't remember people's names and won't eat meat for some...
Yeah.
Listen, Rick. You came on a show to find a date. You should be lucky anybody's showing up with you. Obviously, you have a problem getting dates.
Correct.
So now you have to go on a television program in front of everybody, and you're going to act like a cock?
Yeah, he's awful.
Dude, this is horrible, bro. You're a real jerk. I'm glad it's not 1985 anymore. This behavior was acceptable back then.
So we sit down.
A complete date of defending your character here, other than what you are. Okay, so...
We're having drinks at the nightclub, and a cocktail waitress comes over, and she asks us, she asked Heather, are you a model? Mm-hmm. And Heather just kind of smiled, and then the cocktail waitress asked me, are you a model? And I looked at her like, I'm not a model, but Heather is. So she and Heather started talking about her modeling career again, pretty much what I had heard at dinner.
Wait, you had to throw that in, didn't you, Rick?
Yeah,
you had to throw that in to let everybody know that the waitress thought you were hot. Yeah,
too.
that you could be mistaken as a model
Right.
too. I think what's going on here is that this girl has better looking legs than you do, Rick, and so you're a little bit upset. What an
right.
asshole.
God.
And they talked for a while. I think the cocktail waitress was a little more interested in Heather at this point than I was.
So...
First guy that's ever been pissed off about two hot girls at your dinner table. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
This guy is all kind of wackadoodle. You're lucky, Heather, that you got away. You're going to get away from this one unscathed. Oh, of course you will. Yeah, no.
Did he talk to the waitress at all, Heather?
I did. Her and I talked more.
But did Eric talk to her?
At the very end, when she asked if he was a model, he said, "No, I'm a producer," and because he's a talk show producer.
He is?
Yeah, yeah, and but he didn't say radio.
Always
producer.
looking. What?
But he didn't say radio producer. He just said a producer. Like that's supposed to be impressive or something. I don't know.
Why does radio always get shit on? And by the way, radio producer is not. Yeah, she's right.
Yeah,
She's right.
yeah.
Radio producer. I was a radio producer one time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I was really bad at what I did.
Yeah.
And I worked for free.
And I tried to get us to dance. I kept hinting that I loved to dance, and Eric kept saying how adventurous he was and how he liked to dance, and he never got up to
Was there
dance.
music
So maybe
playing?
it's not happening.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there was
the
music.
band didn't show up.
I'm sure there was like. We pretended that
boom box over in the corner.
his radio station was on in the background.
Right.
A talk show producer.
There was nobody else dancing, and there was no band playing, kind of.
That's the best time to go dancing when no
Yeah.
one else is there. You're not
Exactly.
embarrassed that you can't dance, Rick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And by the way, Rick is the most 1985 name I've ever heard. Rick.
there was a
Come
beach.
Moon River and stroll out to the night. So how did the date end?
I took her back to her place. We went in. She asked me if I would like to see her portfolio, and I said sure. She's very attractive.
What the hell is going on? Oh, my God.
Would you like to see my portfolio?
It's been a real great date, Heather. You got lost. We couldn't find the band. No one wanted to dance. Talked to the waitress all night long. Can I see your nudes?
Yeah.
Do you have any full nudes? I want to see what you're working with down there. Oh, my God. So typical of a man. So typical. You want to see my portfolio? I remember we had a friend who was a model. Like, it was one of my younger brother's friends, and she was a model, like a bona fide model, going to Paris, walking the catwalks, the whole 9 yards. Not like, not like a pretend model like a lot of people are, right? But a bona fide catwalk model, and she would do these high fashion things. So she would always come to our Thanksgivings and our Christmases. She was like a sister.
Yeah.
And her family life is a little rough. And anyway, she brought her portfolio one time. She had been in New York for a couple of years. She came back. She brought her portfolio. Mm-hmm. And everybody gathered around the kitchen to look at her portfolio because half of them were her completely naked in some stage of undress. And at some point, my dad even came like, and he was like, these are beautiful photographs. I'm like, yeah, sure, Dad.
Talented.
Very talented. Your nipples are very talented. How do you get them to be that pokey? Do you mind if I take this one? Yeah. Show the guys at work what my pseudo daughter has been doing. I'm going to post this on my bathroom wall.
Of course, I want to see her portfolio. I went into her place. She showed me her portfolio. It was really impressive. She's very pretty.
Well, thank you. But the reason why I wouldn't just say, here, look at my book. I thought, I could maybe get some work from the radio station. And I figured you would show them to your boss. That's what he said.
The radio station, you're a model.
Yeah,
what kind of work are you doing?
Visual medium.
He said it was a show.
Yeah, radio seems like an odd place to model. I mean,
it sure does.
They do have commercials.
You remember how you said goodnight, Heather?
I stuck my hand out to give him a handshake, and he said, how about a hug? And I said, fine, great. So we hugged, and I said, drive safe. And
so we hugged, we had sex, and he left.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. Didn't work out, unfortunately, for either one of you, but the audience plays a part in this. Let's take a look and see who they chose for you, Eric. Holy cow, Elena, 52%.
Holy cow, I've never seen this.
Use them and lose them, Elena.
The audience sucks. This is why we're at where we're at today, because the audience was heading in that direction. Because that's what would happen in 2021. People would be like, I want to see a train wreck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, I love it. I love the Love Connection.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Fantastic.
Such a great show.
It is.
All right, that's all we can do for today. Got to get out of here. Got things to do, people to see, pictures to take.
That's right.
All right, so
portfolios to make.
That's right. In the studio, our portfolios to make. I'll show you my portfolio someday. In the studio, TCB's brand new YouTube exclusive content. You can only find it on youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Please like and subscribe. If you don't mind, like and subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. It really does help. And you can get your free sticker just by leaving a review on your favorite podcast publisher. Go to tcbpodcast.com, click on the I Want My Free Sticker button. We'll tell you how to get it. You tell us where to send it. It's just that easy. 661-BEST-TO. Text us. Leave us a message. You may be on a future episode of The Commercial Break. Lots coming up. Season 3, round in the corner, and we're super excited about what's in store. But that's all we can do for today.
That's right.
We'll see you next time on The Commercial Break. Krissy, I love you.
I love you, Bryan.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until next time, we always and we must and with love and care we do say bye.